2016, we created an award called the Mary Gostelow Award that was in honour of the lady herself. And the first recipient was Mr. Matthew Upchurch from Virtuoso. So Matthew now has the honour of passing that on to somebody he feels who is worthy of taking that trophy on for the next 12 months. So please invite to the stage Mr. Matthew Upchurch.
It's a great pleasure to be here once again. And one of the things I love about this award is that it's in the shape of a heart that started with an incredible lady who's done so much for our industry. Her passion is palpable. Anytime you're near Mary, you can always feel the passion that is so vibrant in our industry. One of the things when I look back on my career over 30 years ago as a young man, I think that one of the most important things about how luxury has evolved is that it really has evolved not only from the opulence and the design, but it's about the heart, and it's about the care, and it's about how luxury is personal. And I remember when I first started, and many, many years ago, I used to think about what I used to call the Imperial GM, meaning that they pretty much only came out for the celebrities, and the big wigs and all that, and they kind of were aloof a bit. And then I started noticing this new generation of people who really got out there, the way they interacted with their staff, the way they interacted with the clients. They were out front, bringing personality and soul to their properties. But for me personally, there were a number of people, a small number, that took me under their wing. And tonight, it's going to be a great pleasure for me because one of those people who also did something that was unheard of back then, and that was the GM who spent time with travel advisors, who went out there and saw us as a valuable group of people, who spent time with us, who came to our meetings, who came to our cities. This particular individual put me under his wing. He came to very early meetings when we didn't have the reputation we have today. He gave of his time, he gave of his energy, and it's incredibly proud for me to say tonight that tonight, the new Mary Gostelow Award winner is Mr. Geoffrey Gelardi.
I've been in this industry all my life. I'm in the middle of writing a book, actually, which starts at my great-grandfather, who was in the hotel industry, and my grandfather, who was one of the most famous, I think, hoteliers in the world. He was one of the first international hoteliers in the world. He actually was general manager of Claridge's in London, and he opened the Waldorf Astoria in New York in 1931. And my father, so this industry has been very special to me and my family. And I've loved this industry. As many of you may know, I just spent the last 28 years at the Lanesborough. I did many other things while I was there. This is such a great honor, Mary, and I'm not sure who is responsible for this, but him, Matthew, and Alison, thank you so much. It is very much appreciated, and thank you all. Thank you.